Hello, hello, hello. Hi. A very good evening. My name is Patricia Peters. Welcome to my program, Chat with Pat. And I normally host this program on Facebook. And now I'm stepping into YouTube. So I'm trying to build my followers. Yes, so Chat with Pat. Welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I welcome you with my whole heart. And I hope you enjoy this little program that I have today. So today I chose a topic to speak on, and that is it is a very compelling topic because we go through so much stuff in life. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Patricia Peters. I'm a mom of two daughters. I am a digital business entrepreneur. I have that's my side business, and I also have a full-time job. And I was born in Guyana. I've been living in New York State for 26 years now. I've been married for 34 years. Coming April, yeah, 34 years. Yes, guys, 34 years. It's Friday. It's Friday, guys. Yeah. I've been going on live every day in the morning on TikTok, in the night on Facebook, and now I started YouTube. So I have 96, approximately 100,000 people visited my Facebook in the past 3 weeks. So thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And that's my business account. So I am honored and I thank you for all your love and support through my journey. Um, if you have questions and you want to know what I do, please message me. If you want to know how to earn extra, please message me. So if you want to have a side hustle, message me. I will gladly answer all your questions. Again, wherever you are in the world, big shout out to all of you. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, cold evening here in upstate New York. Freezing cold. And today I want to share a compelling topic, empathy. Empathy in parenting and the foreign experience. For my fellow Guyanese in the diaspora, Trinidadians, Jamaicans, St. Lucians, the whole of the Caribbean, people from Suriname and Cayenne, Curacao, Aruba, wherever you are and you're watching me, Europe, wherever you are, welcome and thank you for tuning in. You know, as foreigners, we all came from, well, America is made up of foreigners. We all are from somewhere else before we came here. And we go through struggles in life, struggles. We have kinds of setbacks in life, and today I want to talk about the challenges parents face, regardless of their background, like sleepless nights, juggling responsibilities, and financial stress. And you guys know what I'm talking about, right? We have new culture. We came into a new country. The culture is different. The language is different, and the economic system is different. Growing up in Guyana, I don't know what is a bill. I don't never wrote a check. I never have a credit card. So coming to America and to have all of this is fascinating and sometimes overwhelming. So as a foreigner, we have to adapt and it's hard. We have to juggle sleepless nights. We have to do so many things to be where we at today or where we want to go in the future. Financial stress on the whole, right? And we have our cultural differences. So we shared struggles. We shared struggles as foreigners, as parents. We shared struggles. We all go through the same struggle. When I first came in this country, I had to pay 32,000 US dollars to get here. Then I had to stay in a basement. Me and my husband slept under a table next to the boiler room in a basement. Then we moved to another basement and we slept on the floor. The rats would bite my kids' feet. The basement would flood and would wet my kids when we were sleeping. So, guys, coming to America is not a bed of roses. Trust me, it's not a bed of roses. But on every bed of roses, there are thorns. But if you know how to walk through those thorns and how to maneuver your way, you'll be at the other side of the garden and you'll enjoy the view, right? So, my story, my life in America, you all can relate to that. I know many of you are going through a lot of things in life. I've been through that. And that is why I make it my duty to help others when I see it fit. When I know you're in need, I will help you because I've been on that path, I've been on that road. And it was hard, it was tough, but I know that the God who I worship and praise will see me through. And trust me, guys, he been watching me through and walking me through and seeing me through all my journeys so far. And he's still taking me by the hand and he's leading the way. So whatever you're going through, don't give up. Never give up. Just keep prodding along, prodding, prodding, determined, focus, motivated. The end result will be great. Then, as foreigners, we have our cultural differences, right? We have our cultural differences. When parents come from different lands, they have to navigate educational systems, healthcare, and community resources. Back home, we never go to the doctor. I've never went to the hospital until I give birth to my children. Never ever. Never get sick. If you have a cold, your mom would boil an egg and give you a cup of tea, rub some Vicks on you, and you're all good. Never ever say that you're sick. You go out, play with your friends, you feel better. Never fill out a form or any documents or anything of the sort. That's our culture. We didn't do anything of that sort. So when you come from a foreign land and you come to America, you have to go through all these phases in life and all these things that I never wrote a check in my life. And now everywhere you go, you have to fill a form. Everywhere you go, you have to document something. So we have to, as foreigners, we have to go through that cultural differences, right? But through it all, we learn, we grow, we see, we watch, we educate ourselves, and we blend into the culture. We adapt the culture. We enjoy the culture. We live according to the culture, right? My kids are like, Mom, you can never go back to Guyana and live. And I said, Why? She said, you're too Americanized. She said, I'm too Americanized. I I'm living a privileged life. And I was like, guys, did you know how we suffer? Did you know how hard time we have living in this country? You know, paying all these bills and sending you guys to college and working 3 4 jobs. Do you know how tough we had? And we had no documents. Jeez, thank God Trump wasn't the president back then. Yeah, so and then we have to, as foreigners now, we have to build a community. We have to build a support network. We have to build a community connecting with fellow parents, both local and foreign. As a mom, I don't know. I Everywhere I go, I make friends with people. I chat with people. I educate people. I motivate people. I talk, have a conversation with people. And we give her emotional support, our practical advice, and we build friendship along the way. So So if you are a foreigner, and parents and you're just coming to America, find that support system, find that niche, find that gathering, that community that you can resonate with, and go there and adapt yourself among them, and ask questions and seek answers, and elevate your knowledge, and you know hang around good people, positive mindset, and you learn the system. When I first came to this country, it was so hard. We didn't have a cell phone, we didn't have computer, we didn't have anything of the sort. It was just coming into the market. Those things were just coming into the market. And I remember traveling from Queens, New York to where I live now, and every time we come, we'll get lost. Every time we go back, we'll get lost because we didn't have a navigation system. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have Google Maps. It was hard. It was tough. We didn't have friends. So find families, find friends, find people you can associate yourself with to gain knowledge and wisdom, and educate yourself. I used to use a bus map. I used to use a train map. That was my life in the 2000s, early 2000s, right? So assemble yourself, form a network, emphasize the power of, okay, empathy. We need, as foreigners, we need to have empathy for each other. We need to have compassion and understanding. We need to build a bridge that divides us and foster a sense of belonging. We need to get rid of our differences and have that sense of belonging, that like we belong here, we're loved and we're cared for and we're appreciated. So we need to have that empathy for others. If you come into this country and you suffer, have empathy for others when they come in this country too. And that is my trend. That's what I do. I try to help people as much as possible. Have that resilience and hope. You must, if you can leave your country and come to another country, you're full of resilience, right? Have resilience and adaptation. Do not give up no matter how many adversities come your way. Do not back down. Do not mourn or feel sorry for yourself. You need to get out there and get things going. You need to ask for help. You need to set yourself up for success. I know many of you come into this country and you don't know English as your first language. And I salute you for even making an attempt to learn English, because English is the hardest language upon the face of the earth. The most difficult language is English. And if you are speaking English as your second language, kudos to you. I'm impressed and I'm proud of you, because I cannot speak another language. I know a few sentences for a lot of languages because when I was working at the bank, I trained myself to learn how to greet and ask questions and say goodbye and all those little you know, conversations that you can have in a different language, because I work at the bank and I want to know everyone. I want to talk to everyone in their own language. So I learned Turkish, I learned Korean, I learned a little bit of Mandarin, a little bit of French, some Dutch and Spanish, and I know a little bit of Hindi, and English is my main language. So be tough, be courageous, do not give up, have that resilience, and have that hope that you leave your country behind expecting to have a life of fulfillment, a life of success. Because you have that hope, you have to have faith in order for that hope to come true, right? And when you are here as a foreigner, don't empathize alone about yourself. You have to show empathy to others as well, right? You go into that company, that community, and you create a ripple effect, a support system, and an understanding that, hey, we're all in this together. Let's communicate. Let's form a community and let's help each other. Invite invite people into your lives, and share your stories, share your food, share your insights, have discussions, and have that gathering so that you can be helped. When I came in this country, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know who to ask for help. We were fresh off the boat, and everything, the world was so like a giant in front of us. It was so huge, and everything was moving at a fast pace, and we don't understand half of the things. We don't know how to operate half of the things. We don't know how to cook half of the things. We don't know how to do anything. I remember one time I bought Tropicana orange juice from Patmark on Lefferts Boulevard, and I was living on 89th Avenue at that time in a basement. And I said, "Oh my God." I was babysitting, so I saw my boss. They buy Tropicana oranges. I said, "Oh, this is expensive. This is delicious. This is nice." Rather than the Tampico ones we used to buy for the kids, all sugary and just fake. So I bought 2 boxes of oranges, and I want to save it for the kids. I put it in the cupboard. Mind you, I had a fridge back home and a freezer. And for some reason, I didn't think, or I didn't know, I didn't thought that I took it out from the refrigerator in the store, that I have to put it back in the refrigerator. But I put the 2 boxes of Tropicana. I paid $5 in 2000 for those 2 boxes, and I put it in the cupboard. And 3, 4 days later, I was going to take it down to give it to my children, and they were all swollen. The boxes were swollen, and it was spoiled. Oh, damn, my heart was broken. I was like, $5 US, you know? And I even laugh to this day how stupid I was. I still laugh that, oh my God, I was so naive, not knowing. So, with a heartfelt message about beauty of diversity in parenting and strength that comes from supporting one another, I want to remind all of you that while struggle may be real, you're not alone. And together we can nurture this environment for our families, right? So I can go on and tell you all the struggles I have in my life. One time, I'm telling you, I went for my first housekeeping job. It was an Asian family that I had to go clean their house. I didn't have a job when I came. So it's the first job I venture out to do. And I did not even know how to put on a vacuum. I never saw a vacuum in my life. And it took me a while to search for the on button, but I got it. Finally got it for like 10 minutes or so. And I had to clean from the upstairs, the middle floor, and the basement. And the Asian family, when they cook, their whole stove is full of grease. Everywhere is oil. And I cleaned from morning until 5 o'clock. And as an Indian woman, as a Guyanese woman, I give it my all because I want to feel good of what I did, right? Guys, I cleaned this house so clean from top to bottom, laundry and everything from cannon to razor blade, stove and everything. I cleaned it so clean. And when the lady paid me, she gave me $60. I was grateful. I was happy for it. But then I asked her, I said, because when I finished, I couldn't walk. I was exhausted. I didn't eat anything. First job doing housekeeping in America, and I was overtired, extremely tired. My whole body was aching. I couldn't walk out of the people them house. That's how worn out I was. And I told her, "Can you give me something more, please? Because I've worked all day and I clean everything, spick and span." She said, "Okay." And she went and she gave me $5 more. Guys, When you don't have, you're grateful. I took my $5, my $65, and I took the bus home from Bayside. I think it was Bayside or some, yes, Bayside. Or I don't remember, Northern Boulevard, Bayside, somewhere there was the housekeeping. And I went home and I could not move. I worked so hard. And that was the first and the last housekeeping I ever did for anyone. I said, if I can't work smarter, I got to work harder. So I shift my mindset. I shift my mindset. And lo and behold, that one job, that one job proved me up for the future. My sister in law took me to Long Island. Thank you, Indy. Thank you for doing that favor for me. She saw in the newspaper an ad saying that 3 times a week, 5 hours, pick up kid, drop off kid, whatever in Long Island. I said, oh, you don't have anything, you better take this. You know, half of the loaf is better than no bread at all. So I went, she took me to Long Island. We got this job. The lady looked at me and the lady said, her name is Marna. I still remember this lady's name, Marna. She was a massaging therapist. And she said, oh, I can't give you this job. You're too young. This is just few hours. You need a full-time job. And by the way, I know a woman who's pregnant and she'll have her baby soon and she's looking for a babysitter. Lo and behold, I got the job. From no money to $300 a week. Brand new baby, newborn. My very first baby. His name is Buddy. And I babysat that baby. 3 months after, I got a 10% raise. A year after, they have another baby. I got $400. Oh, life was good. I owed $32,000 to get in this country. Me and my husband, he worked, take 3 trains, did construction, $50 a day. $50 a day, and he was working with my cousin. They work him to the bones. And they pay him $50 a day. We were grateful. For us, that was a lot of money in 2000. I remember going to the grocery store with $50. We filled the whole car trunk with food stuff for us. So it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. And I I got the job. We pay our debt. We I move on to other babysitting. My bosses took a full time nanny. I end up start working babysitting in Manhattan, and that's how that's how my life. I spent 5 years in Queens and 4 years working in Manhattan, and then we bought our house in upstate New York, and we decided that it's time to move. I was living in a studio. I was living in 2 basements. Then I go to my parents' house, still sleeping on the floor. And then I came to my beautiful house in upstate New York and I was like, oh my God, finally, finally. And then I started working at the bank. I've been working at the bank for 17 years. And then COVID came, and then I started to work at a manufacturing company as a production technician, leak checker, and then I became a trainer, and I'm there for 3 years now. And now I'm a digital business owner, which is my side hustle, guys. So my journey from Guyana to here, it's a journey, I must say. It's a long, long, rough journey. It was shopping at flea markets, buying the cheapest boots, the ugliest Christmas tree, the cheapest comforter. I'll be waiting in the bus stop and my feet will be freezing in my boot because it's so cheap. And then I was like, hold on. God promised me to be the head and not the tail, a lender and not a borrower. God promised me that He'll see me through every situation. I'm standing on His word. I'm standing in His word. And every time I go to the store and I want to buy something, I said, He promised me to be the best. I am a child of God. My father is a king, and I'm a princess, and I am rich. I say those things to my heart, to my mind, to my body and soul every day. I said, I attract money. I am rich. Confession is possession. I am rich. I declare and I decree that I am rich, and I live by it. I'm believing it. And every time I go somewhere, everybody thinks that I'm rich. I don't know why. They saw that in me or what, but that's how the story goes. And trust me, if you're coming to America with kids, family, debts, you owe a lot of money, and you think you're going through a tough time, trust me, there are other people who are going through worse 10 times than you. When you cry out that you have no shoe, there are other people without no legs. So be grateful, be thankful. Every day I live in this country, I'm grateful because it is way better than what I left back home. I can sleep in peace without no one robbing me or killing me in my house. I can sit down in my backyard any hour in the night in the summertime, and I can chill and relax knowing that I'm safe. I can go to the grocery store and buy anything I want. My cupboards and fridge are full, and my freezer are full. Growing up, when I eat dinner, and you never have to say that you're hungry again because there's nothing else to eat. When mom dishes out your food, five children, husband and wife, the pot is washed already. I didn't know about a dessert. I didn't know about a salad. I didn't know about snack. I didn't know about anything. Ice cream was a scarcity. Only the people who could afford it will buy it. The ice cream truck will come, will sing all this fancy song all the way to the end of the road and go back, and I'll watch and I'll watch and I'll watch. And I was like, oh, I wonder what ice cream tastes like. Never had chocolates. Never knew about that until you grew up and then you start eating caramel and Cadbury. You can afford when you get older to buy something and eat. Never had anything fancy in life to eat. Nuts and pistachios and cashews and all these things. No. My mom would buy 1 pound of nut on a Saturday, once in a blue moon, and she'll put hot water in the peanuts, and she'll make me peel off all the red covering on it, coating, and then she'll fry it and then we'll eat it. What we grew up with is fruits, fruits, fruits. I'll be up in the tree eating fruits. We had a cherry tree, we had a guinea, a small guinea, we had guavas, we had two dungs, and later we had a pomegranate, and we had coconuts. We had a market in the village. Every day you can have fresh bananas, oranges, fruits, whatever. But what I take out of all of that suffering growing up, we didn't know better, so we didn't expect better. And we enjoy the little we have, and the little we have, we share with each other. My mom would fry one egg and she'll split it among us. She'll cook 1 pound of meat and she'll split it among us. And that's how we grew up. No matter what we eat up to this day, we have to share it. I have to take it over to my parents. I have to take it to my brother. I have to share with my kids. And that's the mentality. That's the connection. That's the love and the devotion we grew up with. Sharing is caring. And no matter, guys, no matter what you're going through as a foreigner, as a foreign mom and dad with different language, different ethnicity, don't feel that you are a nobody. You're special. You're beautiful, and your time will come to shine. All you have to do is put yourself out there, get involved in things, do things, form a community of like minded people, elevate yourself, learn from your children. As they go to school and they learn the language, learn from them. Form that community, that sense of direction that you can follow and elevate yourself. So, with that being said tonight, I hope my words of encouragement for all the Caribbean parents, the European parents, the Asian parents, you'll be okay. You'll be fine. You know why? Because I am okay and I am fine. And if I can come to this country and I can build a life with my two kids and my husband and prosper and live a life of fulfillment, so can you. Those are my words for you. Never sell yourself short. You are more valuable than you think. So, if you look around and you find that there are no good human beings in the world, please be the first loving, kind, and caring human being. And with that, I bid you good night and see you tomorrow. Have a happy Friday evening. Bye.